Hi, Alex Perry here from the Perry Centre, and today my colleague Ellie and I are going to go shopping. Why are we going to go shopping, you ask? Well, one of the things that we talk about a lot in the clinic, particularly when it comes not just to health and weight loss and diet and exercise, is what can we do to make changes in your diet? What are some examples of things that you can do to eat for breakfast, for lunch and so on. And in this first series we're going to make some smoothies. So we're going to go shopping, buy some ingredients, we'll talk you through that. And Ellie is the smoothie queen, so she's going to give you some great information about how to make smoothies. And then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll make it, and we'll taste it, we'll test it, make sure that it tastes alright. So okay, let's go! So Ellie, we're on our way to Coles in Monaco. We could equally go down to physical markets or anywhere like that to buy our ingredients.
Yeah, somewhere with fresh stuff.
So what are we looking for today? What are we going to put in this smoothie?
Well, I've got my shopping list and I've got my shopping bag, and we're off to get today. This is a breakfast smoothie. So we're putting some oats, banana, protein powder, LSA, which is linseed, sunflower seeds and almond, and potentially some chia seeds as well for some extra goodness in there.
That's great. That's one of my favourite recipes for breakfast. Very filling, so it'll keep you going well until mid-morning. And good protein.
Yep, healthy fats. Some
healthy fats, a little bit of complex carbs. Did we say we're going to put banana in as well?
Yeah, a bit of banana.
So a little simple carbs. So let's head off. Okay, so we've been down to the shops, to the supermarket, and we bought a few things. What do we got, Ellie? Talk us through some of these ingredients.
So first we have chia seeds. There's black or white. I chose the black because in Chinese medicine they're more nourishing.
What are they going to taste like? They tend to puff up a bit, don't
they? Once they're in liquid they swell up, but they're basically they're full of good fats and protein.
Fantastic.
A little bit of fibre there too.
And this is the good old LSA. I like putting this in my smoothie in the mornings. Tell us a bit about the LSA. For people who don't know, what does LSA stand for?
Okay, so LSA sounds a bit trippy, but it actually stands for linseed, sunflower and almond meal. So they're already ground up for you, already combined, so it's easy to just pop a tablespoon in. Fantastic.
Again, good source of protein and
good fats and fibre again.
Terrific. Alright, so we're going only for the best stuff. This one doesn't need a lot of explanation.
No, that's
good old banana. Why would we put a banana in? I know in some of the weight loss stuff we talk about, we actually take fruit out of the diet, but we're going to put a banana in for this case. Why would we put a banana, apart from putting a smile on my face, why would we put that in our smoothie?
Yeah, and sometimes I even just put half a banana. It's a natural sweetener, so rather than having to add any other sugar. It is a carbohydrate, so great to refuel before or after you're doing intensive exercise. And
it's quite filling too, isn't it? In terms of making a smoothie, if we're going to use protein powder and some of the seed mixes.
Just bulk it out a bit, give it a bit more flavour.
Yeah, alright. And we've got good old no-name brand rolled oats. Tell us a bit about the rolled oats.
So oats are a complex carbohydrate, so slow burning fuel. Great for energy to fuel you throughout the morning, so you're not having that mid-morning slump. And just providing the carbohydrate component where we've got the fats and the proteins from some of the other ingredients to give a well-rounded meal in a smoothie.
Terrific. So remember, the point of a breakfast smoothie is to get protein, a little bit of carbohydrate and some fluid, so that it gets you through the first part of the morning. And one of the biggest mistakes we notice, I think, is people not having breakfast at all, or having white bread with jam and butter and simple
reaching
carbs.
for the snacks at work when someone brings around the biscuit tin or the chocolates for someone's birthday.
Which sounds good too, but what we're trying to do is create a nice, healthy smoothie. In terms of our equipment, part of what we wanted to do with this was to show how easy it is to do. Right? A lot of people, when we start talking about making changes to their diet, get worried about how hard it's going to be.
Yeah, it's simple. Once you're set up and you've got all the equipment there, you're prepared, it's just a matter of popping it all together and off you go.
In fact, we don't even have a blender, we just have the good old Bay Mix or thereabouts, so we're going to use that today. Alright, so we, actually there was one other ingredient we should talk about, protein. So this is what, Ellie?
So this is protein powder. So I think this one is whey-based, which is a dairy product. You can also get different types of protein powder, plant-based, or the dairy based. And we're adding this in because not many people get enough protein in their diet. It's really important for cell function and structure, and to keep you full throughout the morning.
Alright, and remember, protein is the basic building blocks of every cell in your body. So if you're not getting enough protein, you know, whether you're trying to lose weight or change your diet, or whether you're trying for fertility or pregnancy or men's health, or you're going to the gym and you're expending a lot of energy, protein is critical.
Yeah, maintaining that lean muscle mass.
Fantastic. All right, let's get in and make a smoothie. All right.
Okay, so we're up to making the smoothie. So I've got all my ingredients here, all ready to go. We're actually in Alex's office, so you can make a smoothie anywhere. First, we're going to start with protein powder. So just a nice big scoop there. It's about 20 grams. The ideal amount of protein is about 1 gram per kilogram of body weight per day. So for a 70 kilo person, that's 70 grams of protein. So you can go by reading the label on there as to how much you need. So I'll put my protein in first, then I'm going to go for the oats. Now, probably about 2 tablespoons, but I'm just not needing to be too careful about it. So there's our oats. Next up, I've got the chia seeds. Now these are a bit more densely nutritious, so probably only about a teaspoon there of that one. Again, I'm just guessing. And LSA. There we go. Okay, now the banana. So you can pop a whole banana, but I just like to put half, unless you're making it for 2 people. Okay, so I'll chop that one up. Alright, and last of all, the water. So sometimes the protein powder gets a bit stuck on the bottom. So I'm making this one, it's just about a cup that I'm adding there. So I'm going to give it a stir first. Now if you're at home and you've got berries in the freezer, it's also great to add some berries in there. Frozen berries, they're good for antioxidants. Lots of colour means they've got lots of nutrients and vitamins in there. Alright, so now I'm going to give it a whiz. Got my blender ready to go here. So this is just a simple bay mix. You can use, if you've got a stand blender, you can use that as well. Okay, looking good. And to serve it, you can go straight for a glass if you're at home or ready to drink in the office. A few other options is you can pop it into a container with a lid, take it on the go on the way to work or after the gym. And also, I like to recycle, so you can grab your pasta jars or your other glass jars from home and you can fill them up and just be careful not to break those ones. So there we go, breakfast smoothie.
Alright, so we've moved out of my office, which is now a kitchen. but it was good to show that, you know, you can make a smoothie anywhere, can't you?
You really can.
So it doesn't matter if you're at home or at work, you can make a smoothie. Yes, we've got to wipe down the table, but that's a small price to pay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a taste test.
Okay.
We'll see how we go. So cheers.
Cheers. Here's to good health.
Let's see how this protein shake is. It's actually really good. The great thing about the banana and the oats together and the protein powder is it's not too sweet.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Banana on its own would be quite sweet, but the other flavours tone it down a little bit.
It is a little bit sweet, which is nice.
It's still got that sweetness in there, but if you can imagine adding some blueberries or raspberries, you get a little bit of sweetness, but you're going to get that little bit of tartness as well.
Yeah.
And it's a great antioxidant.
That's right.
It's really the perfect breakfast, isn't it? So Ellie really is the smoothie queen in the clinic. So what we'll do is if you found this useful, share the video, jump onto Facebook, share it with your friends, and start using it. Don't just kind of absorb the information.
Yeah.
Start making smoothies
Every day.
Okay. Cheers. We'll see you in the clinic real soon. Bye for now.
Bye.